Back in Las Vegas, the only place to be.
Yeah. How many times did you fight here?
I fought here right off the bat, I think of Roberto Duran. I fought here against Duran once. We fought twice in Atlantic City, Vegas and Atlantic City. And I had one of the worst fights of my life. I almost died after it. I got beat by Floyd Mayweather's uncle, which I believe he died by now. I think so. Roger Mayweather. Yeah. And bad. It was. I couldn't make 140. I couldn't make. I got on and off the scale 3 times. I finally made the weight, and I was just dead the night of the fight. Oh my God! And he was a jackhammer. I just remember him like boom, boom, boom. His jabs were like incredible. And, you know, Mayweather, in the Mayweather line, you know, they're all great fighters. People don't know his father, his uncle, like they came from a great line of fighters, the Mayweathers. And let me see, Duran, Mayweather. And I had a couple of fights coming up when I was younger, you know, when I was like 12-0, 13-0, 14-0. I fought in Las Vegas once or twice, but I love this place. This is almost home to me now. Atlantic City, I fought in a lot, like quite a bit, in Atlantic City, New Jersey, and it's close to Rhode Island, but I'd rather come here to Vegas any day. Oh my God! Yeah,
almost became like the second
almost
house of boxing, right?
Yeah, Atlantic City was like the second home to boxing. It was like I compare it to a lesser version of Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it all starts way back to Joe Louis, to Rocky Marciano, way back. But it became 1,000% more fantastic and more alluring, more drama, more social media, like because of a man named Cassius Clay. When I first saw him, I was see the five times here? This would be a 0 if it wasn't for him. I literally loved that guy, and that's what got me into boxing. And he was the man. He was awesome. I loved him. I loved everything about him. He was a great fighter. He never stayed down. He always got up, like me. He was kind of a funny motherfucker. And
he used to do
I'm funnier than my PR girl Zena. She thinks she's funnier than me, but she's not. And so I kind of walked down his lane. I took like his soul was in me, you know. And I met him twice. And the first time I met him, it was in a ring in Phoenix, Arizona. It was for a big charity event. Michael Jordan was there. Wayne Gretzky was there. Joe Frazier was there. It was just a lot of big superstars, you know. And Vinny Paz, I'm in there with all of them, and I was like going, wow, this is because of Muhammad Ali. So when I went up to the ring, they introduced all the athletes, and we'd go into the ring. When I went up to the ring, Muhammad Ali was there shaking the hand. So I go up in the ring, I shake his hand, and I pull him in, and I whisper in his ear, I said, Muhammad, I'm only here because of you. I loved you. I started boxing because of you. And he grabbed me and he whispered in my ear. And this is when he was starting to fail a little bit. But he went, pretty boy. And I cracked up. I said, it's because of you. I wanted to be like you.
the mind of a boxer.
1,000%. Yes. Why I'm here is because I met Deontay Wilder twice. I love him. I love him. He's the greatest guy. He's the greatest guy. Tyson Fury, he's a big guy. Tyson Fury's a big guy, and it's always the great big guy always beats a great little guy. Always. That's just how it goes. That's life. But I think Wilder's gonna get him. Yeah, I think Wilder's gonna pull this out, and
he definitely has the punch.
Oh my God, yeah. Like you never know. It don't matter what anybody looks like, how tall they are, how short they are. Look at a guy by the name of Rocky Marciano. He was a little taller than me, and you know I could never fight at heavyweight. Marciano was unbelievable, knocking out everybody. Some people just have that like extra. They get that extra thump. You know, I fought guys like in my career. I had 60, not 16, not 6, not 26. I had 60 pro fights. So I got hit by everybody. You know who hit me the hardest? At all, I fought the heavyweight champ of the world. I fought everybody. Hit me the hardest? That mother, Roberto Duran. That dude, oh my God.
The hands of stone.
The hands of stone. That's no joke. It should be the hands of steel. He hit me the first punch. I fought him at MGM Grand. He hits me with the first punch, and it was a body shot. And I did not let him know that he hit me hard or that I was hurt. But he hit me, and I went, no way. No way. No way. Oh my God. This guy. And then I said to myself, Pazman, get it, it's not, just move around. You get warm, you won't feel it. Oh, I felt it. Yeah, I felt a couple more too. But man, that guy is just so heavy-handed. Roberto Duran, he was amazing. He was amazing. He was one of the greatest fighters of all time. You know what I mean? I'm a little white boy from Cranston, Rhode Island, in the ring from Panama. What? I'm gonna fight this guy? I couldn't believe it. But it was quite an experience. And now I'm buddies with him now. You know, I hope he's a little failing. You know, and of course some of that's always related to boxing. And that dude, he did more boxing than me. I had over 100 amateur fights. I had 60 pro fights. And people don't realize the thousands and thousands of rounds that go into that you spar. You're still getting hit in the head. I don't give a frick if you got a damn fucking headgear on or not. You're getting hit in the head. I mean, hundreds and hundreds of thousands of rounds like fighters spend sparring, which is really like dramatic. I do one of these every day. Every day I do one that I'm still good. You know, because I don't want to go out like Muhammad Ali did. Everybody remembers him from walking. He couldn't even walk and talk. People remember that. I don't want to be remembered like that. I'll be out of here. I'm good. Yeah, I'm good.
And like Mike Tyson said, everybody has a plan until you get punched.
That's a fact, Jack. Everybody's got a plan until you get smacked in the face. Yeah. You know, me and Duran went at it, and he hit me with that first punch, and I went, no. I went, no way. He did not hit me that hard. There's no way. And he hit me again. I went, okay, Pazman, this is how you're gonna stay in this fucking ring for 12 rounds and take this crap, or you're gonna get him out of here. I couldn't. Hitting him was like hitting this wall. was like hitting the wall, hitting Roberto Duran. I swear to God. I remember that. Like I remember hitting him, and he was like a brick wall. And when he hit me, like his shots were like amazingly strong. Boom! Like every shot. Boom! Not just, you know, you fight guys and it's like that. He was boom, like every shot. It was amazing. I have many. I really loved knocking out Dana Rosenblatt. I loved that. That was one of my favorite moments. When I came back after I broke my neck, I beat Luis Santana. I was like, wow, this is amazing. I broke my neck. I'm back. And
incredible comeback after an accident.
Yeah, I just got lucky. I got lucky. Dr. Carter, I had a good doctor. That was a moment, you know, that there was a moment in time that was just incredible. And it's got to be, it always is and always will be, whenever you win your first world title, it's always the greatest. When you win your first world title, it's always the greatest. And I beat that little maggot, Greg Haugen, for the IBF world title. And you want to know what's really funny? The greatest guy to me, the greatest guy, and to a lot of other people, the greatest guy in boxing is the WBC president, Mauricio Suleiman. He's the greatest. He's the best. And that's the only freaking title I did not win. I won all the other ones, but the fucking WBC one, and he's the greatest to me. He's the greatest. You guys are the greatest to any boxer. And it's quite amazing.
But my father Jose gave you an honorary belt, right?
Totally, yeah, exactly. Like they got so sick of me trying to get it, they gave it to me. They just said, "Listen, Vinny, you're gonna kill yourself. Hey, just take this one. we'll give it to you." Yeah, yeah.
Today's boxing was different. Today they had trainers and nutritionists and all that. Back in your years, it was just boxing. Right?
It was just boxing.
I mean, it was, you wanted to be a boxer, you have to box.
Yeah.
You don't have to dance, you don't have to...
1,000%. You know, and I loved, which I miss today. I miss this guy. I really loved, and he was a very well-known man in boxing. His name was Kevin Rooney. He was my trainer. Loved him. Great guy. The happy Irishman. And you know, I met, he died, he went out like my father went out, and I hated it. When I tell you, like, I want to live for a good time, not a long time. And when you get older, you know, especially, I started boxing at 5 years old. I was five-time champion, 5 years old. I've been getting in the head for 40, 45, 50 years. I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed. I'm so lucky and blessed that I can put two syllables together today. You know, I see guys who did half of what I've done, and they're terrible. They're terrible. They got Alzheimer's. They got dementia. You know, they're slow. It's just, I'm so blessed that I'm so lucky enough to talk into this camera for as long as I can. You know, it's a good thing. I'm very fortunate. A lot of guys ain't as lucky as me.